Mastering preservation. Since they couldn't just run to the market, they had to be masters of storage. They practiced sun drying. They would dry leafy greens, muriwo, and wild mushrooms, howa, until they were brittle, packing them away to use during the dry season when fresh food was scarce. The protein rules. Cattle were like a bank account. You didn't kill them for a casual Tuesday dinner. They were saved for wealth, bride price, rura, and major ceremonies. For daily protein, people looked to nature. River fish, small birds, termites, and mopane worms. Everything was gathered, cleaned, and cooked immediately to feed the family. The Corn Revolution, the Columbian Exchange. In the 1600s, Portuguese traders brought a change that would alter the landscape forever. Maize. Why did it take over? It's all about efficiency, the labor saver. Unlike traditional millets that were hard to harvest and process, maize was easier to grow and yielded much more food per acre. It saved hours of labor. The flavor shift. The traders also brought peanuts, nzungu. This was a game changer. Suddenly you had a new creamy ingredient to turn simple leaves and vegetables into a rich, savory feast. This birthed dovi, the iconic peanut butter stew that defines the flavor of Zimbabwe today. The British influence. When British influence arrived, the diet shifted slightly to match the globalizing world. The tea culture. Tea and white bread became a staple, especially in cities. It wasn't just a drink, it became a ritual, sweet, milky, and comforting, serving as the breakfast backbone for many working families. New techniques. The British also introduced canning and modern baking, making it easier to preserve food during leaner months. The modern kitchen and the ritual. Today, Shona food is about more than just nutrients. It's about connection. The anchor. Sadza is the base of almost every meal. It is made by cooking finely ground maize meal, opfu, into a stiff, dense dough. It's the perfect vehicle for scooping up stewed meat, nyama, or sautéed greens, muriwo. The social bowl. A Shona meal is never meant to be eaten alone. You sit in a circle, you share a bowl. This forces you to be fair, to be patient, and to be present with your family. The art of the right hand. Eating is an art form. You use your right hand to roll the sadza into a ball and scoop up the relish. It's a rhythmic, tactile experience. Using the left hand is considered a major taboo, as it is traditionally reserved for less hygienic tasks. The totem system, living history. Perhaps the most beautiful part of Shona food culture is the mitupo totems. Every clan has a totem, usually an animal. Out of respect for their ancestors, the Shona historically do not eat their totem animals. It's not just a food rule, it's a living reminder of your family's identity. It connects the person eating the meal to the generations that came before them. curious about Shona food? FAQs. 1. Is sadza the same thing as porridge? Not quite. While sadza is technically a cooked grain, porridge is usually loose and eaten with a spoon for breakfast. Sadza is cooked until it reaches a stiff, dough-like consistency that is firm enough to be picked up and shaped with your hand. Two, why is using the left hand to eat considered a taboo? In traditional settings, the left hand was historically reserved for tasks considered unclean or less hygienic. Using the right hand is a sign of respect for the food, the cook, and those sharing the meal with you. 3. What happens if you accidentally eat your totem animal? Historically, eating one's totem was considered a grave act of disrespect to one's ancestors. While it's less common today in many traditional families, it is believed to cause physical sickness, like tooth loss or skin rashes, as a spiritual consequence of breaking the sacred taboo. 4. Is Shona food spicy? Generally, no. Shona cuisine focuses on the natural flavors of the ingredients, the nuttiness of the peanuts, the earthiness of the greens, and the sweetness of the corn. While modern home cooks might add a dash of chili, traditional Shona cooking rarely relies on heavy spices. 5. Are mopin worms actually tasty? It's an acquired taste, but many swear by them. When dried and fried, they have a crunch similar to bacon or nuts. They are a massive source of protein and a beloved snack for many Zimbabweans. Conclusion. From the stone-ground millets of the past to the peanut-infused stews of today, Shona cuisine is a story of adaptation. It's a culture that has learned to take what the land gives and what the world brings and turn it into a tradition of warmth, sharing, and respect.
For the Shona people of the 16th century, the open fire was the center of every home. Families used handmade clay pots called hari for slow cooking. For the Shona people of the 16th century,